welcome to Western Serbian Region. A map that has just been released out, I believe a couple of days ago yesterday. I'm not 100% sure when. I've not yet been in. I have not seen the map other than the pictures that was on ModHub. So I decided to have a quick look at it and see what the map has to offer. I have been in that part of the world, so I'm quite, I am somewhat familiar with what that region looks like, so we'll have a look. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at map. So obviously, quite a lot of fields. What do we've got? 44, the biggest, the largest number. Yeah, 44 fields, 11 being the biggest. Fruit types. Well, we got onion, hops and tobacco. We also got carrots. So we got a few extra fruits. Yeah, everything else is as per usual. Fleet. What do we start with? Okay, nothing. Okay, so we start with nothing. I'm not sure if that is by... Well, let's... we don't want a trailer hitch, glass, standard. Standard body design. Carbon, color. Carbon it is. V10 fast, V10 slow. Let's go with slow. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so you can... Let's choose some weird looking color. Main color, we'll go with red. Color of interior, we'll go with that. We can't really go rims in that color. So we'll list the car. And since we don't get anything to go around, let's have a look at a little bit. I would assume this would be our farmyard. Can you pick up these basketballs? Yes, you can. So I would imagine... Okay, that's a bit rich. So let's start again. Alright, not a basketball player. Alright, so this is fairly true to the region. I am assuming that this would be where your cows are kept, and this is somewhat of a nice little details. There's a couple of your... Would this be our... I thought it might be our silage, but looks like not. Okay, so this is a couple of the fields. As you can see, the fields are small in nature, which again, it's fairly realistic to that part of the world. You don't really get a humongous amount of like really open areas. You do get some of them, don't get me wrong, but normally in a village type, that's what you end up with. So I'm assuming by the looks of it that this would be open gate. Alright, so this is where you would come in and load your truck, I am assuming. So where do you... It's got the... It looks like a silo type of thing. Okay, okay, so this is our silage. Yep, team cut wood all over the place. Map arrows. It does have an arrow, cut and load, and blah blah blah. Steam map. So it does have some sort of an arrow. So it obviously needs to be looked at. So I think I've shown you everything there is to see here. Let's have a look at the shop. Just standard. Do we have lights? Yes, we do. We have indicators. Wow, that's pretty fancy. Okay, I realize it's nothing to do with the car here, so we're not really gonna look at the car too much. Okay, is it lagging a bit? No. Alright, fairly realistic. Alright, let's get into the indicators. So how do we get out of here? So this is our shop. And this is where we get out. So we're just gonna pretend that we're a rich guy looking for a farm to buy. So, you know, nicely detailed so far. A lot of these little roads here and there, looking at fields and grass and all that sort of stuff. So obviously I'm not really going to bother with that. The texture looks a little bit different of the fields. I'm not going to go into every single nook and cranny, because obviously you know, if you want to download this map, you can have a look at all the fields. I like the way it's detailed, and I like the fact that, you know, trees all over the place and all that sort of stuff. Okay, that looks like potatoes. So this looks like our animals where we were just before, I am assuming. Let's have a look at the road. How tough is it? Alright, so so this is where we were just before. Does this road lead somewhere? Yep, it does. Right, obviously this is not the type of roads that you would take an Audi R8, but brakes on the Audi are very good. Just tap the brakes and the car completely stops. Alright, so we're going back south again, which wasn't my intention, but anyway, we're heading that way. So you kind of got to see where the animals are. I've already shown you that little bit. So what are we gonna do? Let's head this way, hey? I'm trying to figure out which is the best view, but both of them are fairly restrictive because of the trees. So the thing that's a good thing about the map, it's also a negative about the map in this instance. Nice and hilly, again, fields are on top of each other, which it is good in my opinion anyway. It gives you... Okay, so let's have a look. Where do we want to go? There's not really a lot to sort of... So I'm assuming this would be our our foresty type section where you would come and cut yourself some trees. Look, the map is definitely true to the region from what I can see here. I'm not saying that it's 100% to a region, but you know, having driven in that part of the world, you do get quite a lot of exactly the same thing, roads that are paved, and then all of a sudden the roads are not paved, and then you drive a few kilometers and the roads are paved again. So it seems to be a scenario like that. A lot of that part of that world is like that, because there's obviously so much corruption where, depending on the person that's in charge of that region, it will depend on the quality of, well, I'm already on top of the map. Depends on the quality of the roads and infrastructure that is there. So fairly realistic from that point of view. So we've got our where we sell our timber. Did I see a bit of mud in there? Alright, let's get rid of the lights. So I thought I saw, like similar to FS15, a bit of mud flicking up. Yes, I did. Wow, this is fantastic. So this is very good. I like these. Gives you a little bit of, you know, oh, there you are, a little bit of mud. I like that. So that's a good feature. I haven't seen that in the other map so far. So, oh, there you are. Wow, that is nice. So it looks like somehow these guys managed to put in the mud into the map. As you remember, that was a very good feature in FS15. That's one of the reasons that made me want to sort of go back to FS15 and have a look at it. I like those type of features, which are kind of missing in FS19. I think Giants and Farming Simulator have been sort of annoying a lot of the mod makers, and a lot of these mod makers have stopped making mods for Farming Simulator, which is a shame. We had a lot of good mods in FS15 and some of the crazy mods in FS15. But anyway, we're here to talk about this map. Hopefully you're enjoying the view. Like I said, it is a nice looking map. There's some stuff that needs to be looked at, like the area that I showed you on the actual map itself, but overall the map, you know, small machinery, small farmer, nothing crazy, nothing, no one driving an R8, that's for sure. But there you are, life. Oh, we're back to our little part of the world. Didn't even notice. So like, oh, that looks familiar, and then I realized why it looks familiar, because we're back to it. You've already kind of had a look in there. So let's just drive around. Gives you a little bit of a incline of what this map will look like. This map will look like really, really good with seasons. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop right here. Actually, I'm going to stop a little bit here, type of thing. I'm going to stop the recording here, load seasons on, and put it to see what winter will look like. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is now with seasons, and as you can see, it kind of, oh, get out of the car. It kind of goes a bit nuts with the tree texture, so obviously it is not seasons ready. Or if it is, these trees are something wrong with them big time. Also, because you've got, it's another thing that I was gonna mention, but then I sort of went off track a little bit, is the animals that you have in here. You have different types of animals. So you got your goat, you got your cows, you got your sheep, you got your duck, your calf, and your goat, I've said, calf and piglets. So you do have 4 different animals to sort of look after. So piglets, water, straw and pig food, calf, milk. Oh, that's nice. You got to give them milk. That's good. Silage, grass and hay, and obviously the cows. So not really, as you can see when you put that up, it says seasons error, no data found for duck, piglet, calves or goats. So it's the fact that there is no, what's the other error that's up here? Error. Yeah, the map itself's got a couple of errors. Errors, not arrows. So, yeah. But if these little things are fixed, I'm assuming that this is going to be a fantastic map. So if you can go past that, you're not going to have an issue. Once the little errors here are fixed on the map, it's going to be a fantastic map. So I'll continue to have a bit of a look around, and I'll see if I can get it into winter and show you what it will look like covered with snow. Alright, so I put it on fast forward, and I'm going to let it fast forward until it gets to winter. But while it does that, I'm going to sort of show you a little bit of the map. So as I said, you know, once it seems to have sort of changed the system a little bit, it kind of looks like it fixed, either it fixed the tree thing, or, no, it did not. I was gonna say, but they were just not in the area, those trees. So this is where we're going out of the map. I'm curious to see what happens, how the map finishes. Okay, so just, I don't really like this because you're so close to it. You're gonna have issues when you're planting these fields sometimes. So I haven't used it yet to plant it to see if you're gonna have issues or not. But a lot of them, there's a little bit of glitch over there. A lot of the times when they're so close, the edge of the map, when it's so close to the fields, what it tends to do, it tends to give you a bit of a headache when you're cutting grass or whatever there. So we're kind of going through the middle of the map while we're waiting for winter to come. So, you know, the map is not massive. Very quickly you get from one end to the other, which is, suppose, expected, since it is a small map. I thought I'd leave it in this very spot, so that way you get an idea on what it kind of looks like. So we're in late spring at the moment. As you can see, the trees have kind of gone green. So, yeah. Well, welcome to early summer. So, as you can see, it has come alive. Not the car, obviously. I'm talking about the grass and everything else, and the trees. It does look better, but unfortunately, that's still an issue with those trees as far as seasons is concerned. Well, here's what late summer looks like. So not a humongous amount of change, but there is a little bit of change. You can kind of, I'm not sure how it will come up in the recording, but you can kind of see that the green and the grass is kind of slightly changed. Obviously the fields are now ready to harvest if I was actually doing any harvesting. So yeah, well, here's early autumn, and as you can see, there's not a lot of change yet. Too bad the trees, those trees they seem to have an issue, but we'll see as how it changes as we go through autumn here. And here we are in late autumn, mid-autumn. So as you can see, the trees have changed color. The trees in our forest, however, have remained the same. I suppose they're a pine tree, and generally pine trees, they stay the same. Now it's raining. So as you can see, there is change in the... Actually, let's go to our second car, see what changes there at the vehicle shop. So same thing. You can kind of get a bit of an idea of what it's like as far as the changes are concerned. So now we'll wait for winter and see winter, and then we will finalize this video. I believe you've seen enough to sort of give you an idea on the map itself. I'll see you in winter. Alright, and we got early winter, and as you can see, it is raining, snowing. Okay, so snow is here. Grass hasn't really changed. It's the same. Pine trees haven't changed, but these have. Now I realize that it's not that big of a deal. Let's have a look at the shop. So it kind of does have a snow mask on it. But yeah. So let's get ourselves moving around a little bit the map, and then we will finish it here. So this is this map. Like I said, it does have a couple of errors on it, which I'm hoping that they'll get fixed. I have no mods in, so it can't be a mod conflict. Good looking map, has, in my opinion, potential. But they do need to fix those few things that is kind of wrong with the map. Other than that, visually the map is very good. The fact that it has the extra animals, again, fantastic. It still shocks the living dead outside of me. The farming simulator, the original manufacturer's Giants or FS, they've not really done anything with the animals. Kind of just played around tiny little bits, but it takes a mod to get goats and calves and things along of that nature. They did horses, which is alright, I suppose, but I think they're really lacking in imagination wise. Have a look at the way this map is, where you've got your calves, where you've got to feed them milk, which is real life, real farming simulators, real farming stuff. So it shocks the living hell out of me that we're in FS19. So you've got 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and farming simulators really haven't done much with the animals. Hopefully FS22, they'll do more than just sort of, play around with the graphics a little bit, which I'll give them that. From FS 15 to 19, there is a fairly decent improvement in graphics and things along that nature. But I do believe they need to do much better. That's my personal opinion. So from the video that I saw, I like the fact that the tires sink in the snow. From the video that I saw at FS22, I got a funny feeling that we're going to be disappointed. I got a funny feeling that all they're going to do is just stuff around a little bit with bits and pieces. And yep, they're adding seasons, but we've had seasons in FS now for since 15, at least when I played. I really hope they do something with the train, or just take it out completely. I really hope they do something with the animals more than, think about it: milk for sheep, wool for sheep, meat for sheep, factories, manure for sheep. There's so many things. Sheep have little lambs, they should grow up and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I won't go on and on and on. I just wanted to show you the seasons, and boom, just like that, winter is gone. So we're back in, still in winter, but snow has just gone. Anyway, I will leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. You be kind to each other. Please like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this map, download it. It's available on ModHub. And I will see you on the next one. Have a good one. God bless you.